Testing 1 2. Testing 1 2. Testing. Testing 1. Sound check. Testing 1 2. Testing 1 2. Sound check.
keeps control for Thompson. Pass for Stevens, wide open underneath on a basket. Great pass.
Backs down, now kicks out up top to the left side, Caden Dahl. Dahl hesitates, then takes the three and knocks it home good. Dahl to get the turn. Carr trying to keep those legs underneath, then Cassette gets him down, and there's the pin.
Rebounded by Kendra Severson. Severson, here comes Bevins back the other way. Bevins, little contact, roll it in, good for Elena Bevins, and we're tied.
Through and Zeller with an excuse me bump, and here goes Semp for takeoff.
Halsted Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is proud to present to you this broadcast on yourliveevent.com.
Good evening and welcome inside Central Cass High School in Castleton, North Dakota. Josh Boyka with you here on the call tonight on yourliveevent.com, powered by Your Live Event, powered by R&J Broadcasting and Halsted Telephone Company. This is the Irie Insurance pregame show. Get the insurance protection you want with the customer service you deserve at Irie Insurance. They cover it all from home, auto, crop, commercial, and benefits insurance. Go to IrieInsurance.com to get a free quote today. This is the final regular season game for Division A Region 1 teams in Northern Cass and Central Cass High Schools here tonight, as they will inevitably face each other in the upcoming tournament in postseason. So a good litmus test here for both of these squads, looking for a feel-good win here tonight, with Central Cass just having senior night, honoring the seniors throughout the roster and staff just moments ago. They're looking to end the regular season on a good note here on the home floor, and we'll take a look at how they plan to do it just after the break.
In Hope, North Dakota, we aren't just a town, we're a community, one that you can be proud of, where you and your family can grow. With available jobs, affordable housing, a golf course and pool, the Sportsman Club, and great educational opportunities. There hasn't been a better time to join the Hope community, ideally located between Fargo, Grand Forks, and Jamestown. For more information, go to www.hopend.com. Live, work, and play in Hope, North Dakota. If you want help from a firm that has integrity and respect, strives for excellence, and is interested in the betterment of the community, look no farther than Onstead Twitchell Attorneys. Our team of attorneys has dedicated and talented professionals who are committed to improving the lives of their clients and providing custom legal solutions with integrity and excellence. We have offices in West Fargo, Hillsborough, Maddox, Page, and Castleton. Or visit our website, www.onsteadlaw.com.
This is Chris from RDK Enterprises, your local precision planting dealer. Manage what you can to overcome what you cannot. Farming is all about preparing your operation to be successful when given an opportunity. Invest a few minutes and bring in your seed meters to be reconditioned and calibrated. We have some room, so give us a call and we can help you overcome those simple obstacles. RDK Enterprises, 636-2119 or planterdoc.com.
And welcome back to our Irie Insurance pregame show. Let's take a look at the coaches' comments here from both sides tonight. First, with the visiting Northern Cass Jaguars, and head coach Bryce Laxdal has his team at a 15-5 record on the season, so they're feeling pretty good about the spot that they're in, and they're taking on the Central Cass squad the following week in tournament play. So this is how they're going to match up with with Central Cass. They'll send out their starting lineup of Landon Mosier, Trey Hooser, Caleb Enger, Keelan Munson, and Jacob Ryder in tonight's game. And Coach Laxdal says he likes the advantage in this game as them being bigger and more physical than Central Cass is this year. While Central Cass might have a 6'7" Cole Holzer, and that's the guy they're going to need to stop tonight. Apart from having that 6'7", Northern Cass does have size that they can rely on with Keelan Munson, Trey Hooser, both at 6'3". Landon Mosier, good shot creating guard at 6'1". So they do have some depth in the height department that they can lean on in this game tonight. And who do they have to stop? They're going to have to stop the senior Cole Holzer, stands 6'7", going to Concordia College to play some D3 basketball in the MIAC conference next year. So he's going to be heading there. But while he's here, he's been putting up some monster numbers, including a 59 game where him and Stoa from Hawley put up 59 and 61 combined for 120 points in that game. So just an incredible back and forth performance that was between those two players. But here tonight, Holzer and the Squirrels will be taking on Northern Cass for the first time here in this season, and it's the regular season finale that they're seeing each other for the first time. But they're going to have to get used to it as they'll see each other, like I said, in tournament play in the Division A Region 1 tournament coming up. And the strategy that Coach Laxdal is sending at Holzer, they're going to just send multiple coverages, multiple bodies over at him, not going to let him get easy looks at the basket. They want him taking the longer shots, even though he can step out and make the threes. He's just very comfortable operating in the paint, and that's where Northern Cass wants to keep him out of. Coach Laxdal also saying that Hudson Reachel off the bench is due for a solid performance, and he looks for him to have a big contribution in tonight's contest. But they have to play through their two-star players in Landon Mosier and Trey Hooser. Their two guards, the senior Mosier and junior Hooser, just both good shot creators, can generate offense at a high, efficient level. So that's where Northern Cass is going to lean tonight. And then for Central Cass, and Coach Matt Norman, he says the team has struggled with some consistency issues throughout the season, but they're starting to figure some things out, and he's been really impressed with the effort that his team has put in through all the season. But their main goal tonight is slowing down Mosier and Hooser because that's where most of the offensive output's going to run through for Northern Cass. And he thinks it's a Carter Dakota type game. His senior guard stands 6'1", can light it up in a hurry from downtown, and looks to be over that 15-point threshold in this game. And that's no strange number for Dakota. He gets to that marker pretty frequently for the Squirrels. So look for Carter Dakota to have a solid game tonight. And Cole Holzer, just asked Coach Norman what's so awesome about Cole Holzer that gets this team to the position it's in right now, and both with his individual success and team success in this year and years past. And he says Cole's just a great human being. He's such a great guy to be around, loved by all the teammates, and he's just a easy guy to root for because he puts in so much effort to the game, leading rebounder, and they want to play through him tonight. So the future Cobber will be a big factor in tonight's game. Stands 6'7" tall, and we'll see him operating in the paint here tonight. About 5 minutes till we get national anthem, starting lineups, and tip-off here from Central Cass. We'll step aside and come back with the last segment of the Irie Insurance pregame show.
Ask good luck this year with academics and activities as you grow into the new space and move forward with excellence.
Hey growers, when working on your water management solutions, call Chad's Excavating out of Mayville. They are your water management contractor, helping you with tile drainage plans, service drainage plans, or both. Remember, water management is a lifetime investment. Call Chad 701-430-0182 to get your water problem solved. For more information, follow Chad's Excavating on Facebook. For tile drainage and service plans, call 701-430-0182. Chad's Excavating out of Mayville, helping farmers grow.
My coworkers here at Degelman are super supportive. We all get along. Makes for a really easy work day, easy work week.
From day one, I felt like it's been a big family here at Degelman.
Our culture at Degelman is really second to none. It's truly a family atmosphere.
It feels really great to be a part of a team that is building some of the toughest equipment in the farm industry.
Welcome to the Empire. We have open gym times and 2 full courts with 6 basketball hoops. Court rentals are available. You can even host your own tournaments. Memberships are available. The Emperor's Club. Hone your skills and improve your game. Basketball and volleyball training classes are available now. The Empire, Fargo's newest sports complex.
At Enbridge, we believe sustainability is the foundation of our success. How well we perform as a steward of our environment, a safe operator of essential energy infrastructure, a good neighbor, and a diverse employer defines our success. Learn more about Enbridge's environmental, social, and governance commitments and our Indigenous Reconciliation Plan at enbridge.com.
For a top-notch car wash experience, head to Fast Lane Car Wash, situated next to the Petro Stopping Center in Fargo. They treat every vehicle with the same respect and care as their own, ensuring that your car is in good hands from pre-wash preparation to hand-dry finish. Check out the Fast Lane Car Wash on the west side of the Petro Stopping Center in Fargo and spruce up your ride with interior detailing, buff, and wax at the Fast Lane with Thomas, weekdays from 9 to 2. Call 701-799-8226 to schedule an appointment.
Welcome back to the last segment of the Irie Insurance pregame show. Get the insurance protection you want with the customer service you deserve at Irie Insurance. They cover it all from home, auto, crop, commercial, and benefits insurance. Go to IrieInsurance.com to get a free quote today. Under 2 minutes until we get national anthem, starting lineups, and tip-off here from Castleton. But first, an update from out-of-town scoreboard. Over at Valley City State University, Wyndmere Lidgerwood and Sargent County clash in the District 1 boys semifinals. And Sargent County comes out victorious over Wyndmere Lidgerwood in that game by the final score of 74-53. So we have a final from VCSU. For some more North Dakota basketball, Chase Miller was on the call on that game. So also on your live event, you can go check out that contest that just wrapped up. And we've got the final regular season game for both of these teams, Northern Cass and Central Cass, facing each other for the first time in a 2-point region game here. Really just a game that could shift some momentum in either direction because they're going to see each other come postseason time and tournament time that they'll be starting up here just pretty soon. So this is really a tune-up match, and who knows, do you actually show everything that you would in a normal contest midway through the season? Because this rematch is gonna happen really soon. So we'll see how much action we get, and is it gonna be both teams giving it all? I would assume so, from the way that both coaches said they really, really want this win. It doesn't seem like just a game that they're throwing away and waiting to play next week. Seems much more like a game that they want to have, and especially Coach Laxdal saying this is a game we got to have. It's on the opposing team's floor. It's a region win. Give us so much momentum going to postseason. So we'll see what that gives us when they hit the court here tonight, and we'll step aside for the starting for national anthem and come back with starting lineups in just a moment.
Loyalty, integrity. At Bank North, we remain true to these values for generations. They shape the way we do business, work with customers, and support our communities. We've been here for more than a century, helping people grow farms and businesses, finance homes, and pursue their dreams. It's values-based banking, and it's all about working together to strengthen the common threads that bind us together. Bank North, always true.
A foundation forged in their grandfather's shop. Matt and Mike Martins know firsthand the value of quality machinery. At Martins Welding and Machine, they rely on 3 generations of knowledge and expertise in creating quality products for farmers, ranchers, residents, and businesses across North Dakota and beyond. To browse their full selection of bin caps, bale feeders, rock lifts, disc attachments, and more, visit martinswelding.com. Also ask about their garage doors. Martins Welding and Machine. Matt and Mike will make it right.
The team at Maple River Grain and Agronomy wishes the best of luck to the players in today's game. Maple River Grain and Agronomy is proudly serving producers, accessing markets, and building relationships in eastern North Dakota and western Minnesota. They offer a variety of grain marketing and agronomy solutions. See the latest updates by following MRGA on social media. They're active on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, LinkedIn, and YouTube. Check out the website at mrga.com to learn more about Maple River Grain and Agronomy and how they can serve you and your operation.
A game without a crowd is just a scrimmage. A performance without an audience is just a rehearsal. Without your presence, high school sports and the performing arts aren't possible. Ensure that these essential extracurricular activities continue to enrich the lives of students in North Dakota. Purchase a ticket to your local high school's game or performance.
This message presented by the NDHSAA and the North Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
National anthem in the books, and we are ready to go here from Castleton. Let us meet the starting lineups for both of the teams here. First for the Northern Cass Jaguars, a 6'1" senior, number 3, and the big-time scorer, Landon Mosier. A 6'3" junior, number 4, Trey Hooser. 6'1" senior, number 12, Caleb Enger. 6'3" junior, number 33, Keelan Munson. And 5'9" senior, number 55, Jacob Ryder. The Northern Cass Jaguars are head coached by Bryce Laxdal and assisted by Chad Whitner and Nate Myers. And now for the Central Cass Squirrels, they will send out on senior night the 6 foot number 10 senior Chase Bachmeyer, 6'1" senior number 12 Carter Verkota, 6 foot senior getting the senior night nod in place of Eli Boer, Jason Narum. 6'7" senior number 24 headed to Concordia to be a cover next year, Cole Hoser. And a 6'4" senior number 32 Carter Majo. Eli Boer, the senior at 6'2", will be coming off the bench. And he is a normal starter for this Central Cass lineup. Narum gets the nod on senior night, as he'll get a nice round of applause as he heads out here. And head coach of the Central Cass Squirrels is Matt Norman. The Central Cass Squirrels are 8-12. The Northern Cass Jaguars are 15-5. This is the regular season finale, and both teams will send out their starting 5, and we are about ready to tip it off. Trey Hooser and Cole Hoser to the midcourt line to jump it up here in Castleton as we are getting ready to go. We got Skull Chants going on in the student section. Let's go. Hoser taps it back, but the tip is eventually won by Northern Cass and controlled by Keelan Munson. Nice spin move inside Holzer comes over for the last second contest, but couldn't handle the rebound, so it'll stay Northern Cass basketball. But a mix-up on coverage right there as Bachmeyer rotated late. Created an open look at the rim, but Holzer and his rim protection makes up for the lack of coverage. Hoosier swings to Mosier, now to the corner. Hoosier and Holzer going at it. Hand off to Mosier. Takes the three, steps into it. No good. And Jacob Ryder is going to keep it. Northern Cass basketball, throwing it at the feet of Carter Maggio. 37 seconds in, a couple decent looks for the Jags, but nothing dropping in the first two shots. Ryder's got it. Now he swings to the corner. Past the closeout, the strong drive from Caleb Enger, going straight at Holzer, and he draws the whistle and the foul. 2 shots at the free throw line for Caleb Enger, the 6'1" senior. A nice take there, and he gets rewarded for it. And it was Maggio that picks up the foul underneath the basket that time. First personal, first team foul of the game. And Caleb Enger, 1 for 2 at the line, gets the scoring started. First look at the Central Cass offense tonight, and Jacob Ryder with the active hands knocks away Jason Narum's entry pass to Cole Holzer. Bachmeyer between the legs. Holzer found underneath the basket, going up on Hoosier and scores. That's something Coach Norman said he wanted to be able to play through Holzer in the post here tonight, and they get a good look there, and it was a one-on-one look. And Holzer's got a 4-inch height differential on any of the Jaguars players here tonight, and now we're going to get a foul again on Central Cass. It'll be Verkota picking up his first personal. Coach Laxdal, on the other hand, saying they cannot let Holzer play one-on-one. They're going to have to send multiple bodies at him. They did not that time, and that's what led to the easy lay-in. Ryder steps into the three, right wing, rattles out. Here comes Narum quickly up the right side of the floor, and he gets it off to Holzer. Off the dribble attacking, and that's an offensive foul. Three fouls in the first minute 45 of tonight's contest for Central Cass. Verkota battling with Hoosier, and he wins that battle over Hoosier. Coach Norman saying it's going to be a Carter Verkota type game tonight. He knows both of these teams well, gels well with his own teammates. Here comes Holzer backing down. Corner shot, Verkota, 3 off target. Strong rebound, Mosier. Races up the floor from right to left in the black and gold for Northern Cass. Skip pass to the corner for Ryder. Back tap. Ends up in the hands of Chase Bachmeyer. Verkota taking Hoosier off the dribble, backing down, goes up with the right hand, tough shot off the glass, no good. Last touched by Hoosier out of bounds, battling with Carter Maggio. Here comes the freshman Hudson Reachel into the game for Northern Cass. Bryce Laxdal saying that it's going to be an important game for Reachel to get going off the bench, and he expects good production and a breakout performance from him tonight. Maggio looking for the post up with Holzer, but Hoosier stands his ground. Verkota drop step, puts up the shot, no good. Defended well by Enger in the post. Here comes Hoosier, working on Holzer, got him up in the air. Strong take with the left hand and in. Holzer curling off of a screen and gets the shot to drop. Was looking for the end one. Doesn't get rewarded by the officials, but he still has the first 4 points of the night for Central Cass, and they have a 4-3 lead on the Bank North scoreboard. Mosier isolating on Bachmeyer, and he knocks down the mid-range shot. That's something that Landon Mosier knows how to do well. He can play in isolation when he needs to and generate his own shot. Dakota gets fouled as he took a strong cut through the paint, curling off of a screen, and that's something we've already seen a couple times. Central Cass, instead of flaring out to the perimeter, they are curling these screens into the paint early, trying to use their size with Holzer underneath the rim. This time he's got it out on the perimeter, guarded by Enger. Behind the back goes Holzer. Dumps underneath. Shot left short. Holzer tries to keep it alive. Offensive rebound by Brody Runk. Holzer behind the back, lost the handle on it. Taken away by Enger. Coast to coast he goes. Too much English on the shot. And back comes Central Cass with it. They're going to get Hooser with a blocking foul right there. Holzer aggressively attacking on Hooser. And he picks up his second personal in as many minutes. Holzer, no hesitation, catch and shoot three. Well short. Dakota, second chance three-point shot. That's good. Another lead change here in the first quarter as we're just getting started. 5 minutes in, it's a 7-5 ball game. Huzar backing down, back out to the corner. That shot was blocked by Eli Boer. Good close out there on Reachel to get the deflection. Now he's gonna shoot a deep corner three and buries it. Eli Boer forces the hand of Mike Slackstall to call timeout. 10-5 Central Cass start here on their home floor on senior night.
Hungry and on the road, Petro Stopping Center in Fargo has got your back with an impressive lineup of goodies including Popeye's Chicken, Charlie's Cheesesteaks, Cinnabon, Papa John's, and a mouth-watering full-sized restaurant, the Dolly Down Grill. You'll be spoiled for choice. Whether you're a quick pit stopper or looking to settle in for a while, Petro Stopping Center's Fargo location has got you covered 24/7 every day of the week. Cruise on over to their spot just off 45th Street and I-94 and indulge in a feast fit for the road warrior in you.
Central Cass on a nice little run here. They've scored the last 6 points. That forced the timeout from Coach Laxdal and Northern Cass as they try to regroup here. Trey Huzar still in the game with his 2 personals. Moser puts up the 3. Well contested on the perimeter by Bachmeyer. Dakota steps into a 3, thought about it. Oh, nice back cut by Bachmeyer, but he left the lay-in short. He didn't go glass, and now that's a foul on Bachmeyer. Really good back cut right there from the senior. Had a chance to go on that 8-0 run. Moser looking into the post. And a travel getting called on Keelan Munson. Another turnover for the Jags. Maggio puts down the dribble, goes dribble handoff with Colton Cruchet is now in the ball game. Sits in the left corner right now. Holzer attacking from the top, step through move, can't get it to drop. Mosier draws a whistle here on Maggio. That'll be his second foul of the quarter. He's trying to high wall off that screen near the volleyball line. That's the 5th team foul on Central Cass, so that'll lead to free throws for Landon Mosier. Two for two trip to the line for Landon Mosier. He's got 4 of the 7 Northern Cass points. Boer, no hesitation, long 3, too strong. Enger with the rebound, whips it ahead for Munson. Loose ball, and it's taken away by Colton Cruchet. Under a minute to play in the first quarter. Holzer dancing up top. And that's another offensive foul. Enger selling it a little bit as Holzer really is looking to attack from the perimeter. And the Jaguars are standing him up with tough defense. And they're letting him know that he's going a little bit too aggressive right there. Enger draws another charge on Cole Holzer in the first. So that's our 3rd player with 2 fouls. Mosier knocks down another jumper. Impressive looking mid-range game that he's got. Holzer and Maggio both with 2 fouls for Central Cass. And then Husar with 2 fouls for Northern Cass. About a 3-second differential between shot and game clock. Carter Dakota directing traffic on the volleyball line on the far side. He's going to take Enger baseline. He goes scoop shot, can't get it to drop. 5 seconds to go. Mosier gets to the corner, 3-point shot off and does not fall. Rachel got the look away, but it doesn't fall. So a 1-point lead for the Central Cass Squirrels heading into the second quarter here on senior night in the regular season finale. You're watching Northern Cass and Central Cass basketball on yourliveevent.com.
Weather and sports from your community, look to R&J Broadcasting Incorporated, KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio, and rjbroadcasting.com. Hear local voices from local radio with news and information from the area. Your information stations, KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio, and rjbroadcasting.com, local voices from local radio.
And welcome back for the second quarter here. That last timeout brought to you by Cass County Mutual. Cass County Mutual provides insurance products to all of southeastern North Dakota. They're a local company providing local service to all policyholders. Visit CassCountyMutual.com to find an agent near you. An up and down first quarter for both teams. Central Cass goes on a 6-0 run to get it to 10-4. But then Northern Cass answers with 5 points in the final minute of the first to make it a 1-point game. Cruchet, corner 3, was halfway down, does not go. But they're going to get Enger for a foul, it looks like. That is the call, so first personal on Enger, just 12 seconds into the second quarter. Dakota, again, as Central Cass curls off the screen, and he scores with the left hand. Dakota with 5 first half points. Mosier with the catch, aggressively double teamed at half court. Usar trying to make him pay for it on the back end. And then Mosier does on the kick out. 9 points for Landon Mosier of the 12 scored for Northern Cass. Crochet backs down Anger into the post. They get it away to Burr, then Dakota. Burr relocates, thought about the three, didn't have the feet quite set like he wanted. Good attack off the closeout, and one. Brody Runk got the defender leaning the wrong way, and he takes it baseline, lays it in for the deuce and the foul to put Central Cass up by 2. Foul goes against Andrew Skank. And one is converted by the junior Brody Runk. Lob pass to Mosier going from right to left. Freilich with it at the right elbow, kick out to Ryder in the corner. 10 seconds to shoot. Down goes Cole Holzer under the basket, but Eli Boer comes up with the rebound, and Central Cass gets a stop. A little over a minute and a half into the second quarter, and Bachmeyer with the blow-by, counted on the foul. And one opportunity now for Bachmeyer converted. That's the second straight and one that Central Cass has gotten. And now Husar with the rack attack with the cut from the top of the key. And he narrows the gap back down to 4 on the Bank North scoreboard. And now Holzer gonna get another and one. And it's Enger that draws the foul. He drew a couple charges on Holzer. Holzer's got 2 fouls. Enger's got 2 fouls. So does Husar and Carter Maggio. So fouls are starting to mount up now on Northern Cass as they've got 4 in just over 2 minutes of second quarter play. Husar using the Munson screen, dumps it back to him, but he couldn't hit the layup. Keelan Munson with an A-grade opportunity to cut into the Central Cass lead, but instead comes up empty. Now we're going to get another foul as Crochet goes to the ground. I think they're whistling him. They're saying the foul is on Chase Bachmeyer is what the, and now it's been corrected. It's been corrected to Crochet. That's who they pointed at. Bachmeyer was saying, I was not in the play, and they adjust that foul. Corner three-point shot halfway down for Jacob Ryder. That's his second one that's just rattled out. Bachmeyer doesn't have really anywhere to go off the screen, but now Dakota, off of a really nice screen from Carter Maggio, has the easiest 2 points of the night. Mosier kicks to Ryder, doesn't pull the three this time. Munson going at Holzer. Scoops it up off glass and it just rolls out. Bryce Laxdal, all he can do is clap his hands. It was a nice move, a good look around the 6'7" Holzer. Dakota was looking for another three. That one doesn't fall. Cash Lorenz is in the game now. And Husar with a nice move off glass for two. He's got 6 points now. Munson aggressively comes out to Holzer in the corner, and now another foul gets called. It'll be bonus for Cole Holzer. 2 shots at the line, and that's the danger of coming all the way out to him. He can shoot it decently from beyond the arc. But if you're Northern Cass, you probably just have to live with not doing a super high closeout on Holzer, because he's going to draw a lot of whistles if he puts it on the ground and attacks the basket. So it's Keelan Munson picking up the foul. Holzer 2 for 2 at the line. 8 points in the first half for Cole. Moser with a drive to the basket quickly. Couldn't finish with the layup. Got a nice blow by. Holzer, step through move, and they're going to get another offensive foul on Holzer. It did not look like there was a legal guarding position for the Jaguars, but it's going to be an offensive foul. Another charge taken by the Jaguars, and credit to Coach Laxdal's team, and I think Ryder might have been in there to help draw that. But they are walling up, and they are trying to make life very difficult for Cole Holzer. And a layup for Caleb Enger, his first field goal tonight. Easy 2 at the rim. Dakota stops short, pulls up with the right-hand floater, and knocks it down. Moser's pass taken away. Cruchet goes to the left hand, didn't get the and one. Already 3 and 1 opportunities for Central Cass in the first half, nearly a fourth. Timeout called by Northern Cass. 26-18, Squirrels on top and looking to add to it at the free throw line when we come back.
Homegrown local radio is now worldwide with 24-hour streaming. Download the RJ Radio app to hear local voices from local radio with KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ 24 hours a day from anywhere. You can listen to your favorite programs like the RJ Family Morning Show, local news, farm markets, music, high school sports, church services, more from anywhere. KRJB, KRJM, and 96.7 KKCQ is streaming on the RJ Radio app. Download it to your device and take us with you wherever you go.
Slow first half for Bryce Laxdal's Jaguars. Landon Mosier really the only player getting going. He's got 9. Troy Husar's got 6. So they account for 15 of the 18 points. Caleb Enger has the other 3. So just 3 Jaguars in the scoring column. And 5 players have scored for the Squirrels. Cruchet knocks down the free throw, and that pass is stolen away by Boer. Running in transition, they slam on the brakes as Runk does. Boer, deep 3, doesn't drop. Runk tracks down the offensive rebound. Central Cass will reset the fresh shot clock to work with. Maggio attacking on Munson. Turnaround. Variety of moves. No good. And now Maggio is going to pick up a third foul. And he is frustrated. Looked like very minimal contact right there. But he's going to have to sit down for the last couple minutes of this half with his third foul. There's a whistle, stays on the floor, so Thompson picks up the foul. That's Jacob Thompson, number 20, in for Central Cass, fourth team foul. He's the replacement for Carter Maggio. And there's a push getting called right there on the baseline, and just a facepalm right there from Coach Matt Norman as they'll send Landon Mosier to the line for 2 free throws. Runk picks up his first, but it's a team fifth, so it's enough to get Mosier to the line. Not the guy you probably want to send to the free throw line either, as he's the only one that's been able to get any offensive traction going. 11 points for Mosier in the first half. Dakota already with 9 points, looking for more. Left it short, boxed out well by Huzar. Mosier quickly on the drive. Cruchet goes for the poke away and is going to get called for a foul. It'll be 2 more free throws for Mosier. So back-to-back trips with bonus coming into effect for the Jags. Chase Bachmeyer checks back in. Thompson to the bench. And he's converted on all 4 of those free throws. He's got 6 made free throws in the first half. Still a minute 20 to play. Open 3. Doesn't go down for Cruchet. Offensive rebound on the takeaway for Carter Dakota. 11 first half points. Coach Norman saying this is going to be a big Dakota game because he knows both these teams so well, and it's been proving to be that way so far. Already in double digits, and now a travel for Huzar. 7-point lead and a chance to grow it for the Squirrels as they look to head into the locker room with a lead in the regular season finale on their home floor. Dakota got Huzar in the air, but he couldn't do anything with it. Boer for the long 3. No good. Offensive rebound. Rung follows up and finishes. Reachel working around the screen, pulls up in the paint and knocks it down. That's his first basket off the bench tonight. Boer with the first half end of the quarter look. Left it short, and it's 31-24. Squirrels on top as we head to halftime. We'll come back with the scoring recap around the break.
Your family farm has been adapting to challenges in the field for generations. Taupe Insurance is here to help you weather the storm when those challenges arise. Visit with Taupe Insurance today about a quote or review of your policies. Taupe Insurance offers coverage on your farm's assets, crop, and hail insurance, plus home and auto, commercial, and life insurance. Stop in for a visit today at their office in Castleton or give Taupe Insurance a call at 701-347-4045.
Every Wednesday night at 7, watch the YourLiveEvent.com Coaches Show presented by the Hillsborough Economic Development Corporation. Stay up to date with the latest goings-on in the region, as we'll hear from area coaches in North Dakota and Minnesota. Plus, we'll highlight area high school seniors on their achievements in the classroom and on the court with our Senior Spotlight. That's the YourLiveEvent.com Coaches Show presented by the Hillsborough Economic Development Corporation, Wednesday nights at 7 on YourLiveEvent.com.
We've got your back, protecting homes, vehicles, businesses, crops, personal protections, and so much more. Our surface agents answer the phone with a kind of speed and detail that even the Secret Service would envy. Get protected. Get Irie Insurance. Go to IrieInsurance.com for a free quote and consultation.
In Hope, North Dakota, we aren't just a town, we're a community, one that you can be proud of, where you and your family can grow. With available jobs, affordable housing, a golf course and pool, the Sportsman Club, and great educational opportunities. There hasn't been a better time to join the Hope community, ideally located between Fargo, Grand Forks, and Jamestown. For more information, go to www.hopend.com. Live, work, and play in Hope, North Dakota. If you want help from a firm that has integrity and respect, strives for excellence, and is interested in the betterment of the community, look no farther than Onstead Twitchell Attorneys. Our team of attorneys has dedicated and talented professionals who are committed to improving the lives of their clients and providing custom legal solutions with integrity and excellence. We have offices in West Fargo, Hillsborough, Maddox, Page, and Castleton. Or visit our website, www.onsteadlaw.com.
And let's recap the scoring here that we saw in the first half. First for the Northern Cass Jaguars, their 24 points comes courtesy of just 4 different players. First, Hudson Reachel with 1 basket for 2 points off the bench. Caleb Enger, a free throw and a made basket from 2-point range for 3 points. Trey Husar has 3 2-point makes for 6, and Landon Mosier has 6 free throws, a couple 2-point field goals, and a 3 for 13 points to lead all scorers in the game. And then for Central Cass, it's Chase Bachmeyer with 3, Colton Cruchet with 1, Eli Boer with 3, Brody Runk with 5, Cole Holzer with 8, and leading the way for the Squirrels with 11, Carter Verkoda. And this is the Farmers Union Wasling Kramer Agency Insurance halftime show. As we move along here, just 5 minutes until we get 5 minutes until we get second half action going. And the leading scorers, Verkoda and Mosier, going at it here, as they both are leading their respective teams in double digits. The only scores in double digits in the first half tonight. But it's really the supporting cast that's been deciding this game. Northern Cass hasn't really had much to speak of other than Landon Mosier for offense. A little bit too many turnovers in the offensive zone that have led to some breakaway points for Central Cass, and that's kind of been the difference in this game. But having a Holzer with 8 and Runk with 5 to support Verkota's 11 has been pretty important. And getting to the foul line has been important for both teams, as there's been quite a few whistles, a lot of players with 2 fouls, and then even Carter Maggio going out with a questionable third at the end of the first half. So we'll see how that affects the game, how aggressive these players choose to be once they get out there for the second half. We'll come back with the third quarter just around the corner, and you are watching Division A Region 1 regular season finale between Northern and Central Cass on yourliveevent.com.
This is Chris from RDK Enterprises, your local precision planting dealer. Manage what you can to overcome what you cannot. Farming is all about preparing your operation to be successful when given an opportunity. Invest a few minutes and bring in your seed meters to be reconditioned and calibrated. We have some room, so give us a call and we can help you overcome those simple obstacles. RDK Enterprises, 636-2119 or planterdoc.com.
Hunter Insurance Agency is a locally owned full-service agency providing protection and coverage in a number of different areas. Hunter Insurance Agency offers multi-peril crop insurance, crop hail insurance, and farm insurance for buildings and equipment. Plus, they offer home, auto, life, and business insurance. For more information, go online to hunterinsuranceagency.com or stop in and speak with Johnny Jorgensen at Hunter Insurance Agency. Find them at 109 Main Street in Hunter.
Dakota Heritage Bank is a bank on the go and on the grow, with locations in Hunter, Hope, Galesburg, Hillsboro, Grandin, Gackle, Streeter, Judd, Harvey, Medina, and Red Lake Falls. More locations and more services. Dakota Heritage Bank offers mobile banking and online banking with bill pay, so you can bank anytime, anywhere. Stop in and visit Dakota Heritage Bank today. Sharing our heritage, sharing our future. dhbanknd.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Welcome back to the Farmers Union Insurance Wisely & Kramer Agency halftime show. Scott and Tyler are your local small-town agents for Castleton and surrounding communities. Whether it's crop and farm, home and auto, health and life, commercial, or recreational insurance, come visit Farmers Union Insurance in Castleton for the great rates and the local service that you'd expect. Keys to the second half here as we truck on our Farmers Union Insurance Wisely & Kramer Agency halftime show. Northern Cass has got to keep walling up on Cole Holzer. They've been doing a good job guarding him, but it's been Carter Verkota that ended up going off in the first half, as Matt Norman thought might happen here tonight. His savvy veteran presence has been much needed for this Central Cass starting lineup, as he leads the way with 11 points. And he started off by hitting a 3, but then he got 4 made field goals from 2-point range. And a lot of it was getting into that floater area and finishing around the rim for Carter Verkota. So it'll be a big emphasis for Coach Laxdal's team to stop Verkota, as the screens for Central Cass have been much more effective than for Northern Cass. The Squirrels are curling off of these screens into the paint, and they're getting really good A-grade looks at the rim because of that. And for Central Cass, they got to stay out of foul trouble. Don't let Landon Mosier get to the free throw line too much, because he's been a big problem. He's hitting the free throws at a high rate, and he's getting there often. 6 made free throws out of his 13 first half points. Carter Maggio will be checking into the game as a second half starter here. He picked up 3 fouls in the first half. One of those fouls came with about 2 minutes, 10 seconds to go in the second quarter. Offensive fouls started to mount up for Central Cass, with Holzer picking up 2 offensive fouls, none guarding the rim, and then Maggio had a couple offensive as well. And we're underway with the second half of basketball here. Quick take to the rim by Enger, couldn't get the the roll. Maggio gets it across the timeline to Verkota. And Central Cass earns a stop, but now a takeaway. Entry pass to Maggio was stolen away. Husar's got it now. Kicks to the corner. Enger guarded by Holzer. Verkota blitzes onto Enger out on the perimeter, and they get the steal. Verkota will slow things down in transition. Lob pass underneath. Holzer got a man in the air. That was Keelan Munson. It'll be 2 free throws for the senior Holzer. And the senior splits a pair at the line as he'll be going on to play in the MIAC conference for Concordia when this season wraps up. He'll be going over to Moorhead to be a Cobber. Husar with a nice drop step and left-handed finish. He's pretty skilled at getting to that left hand. It's the second time we've seen him go to the weak hand, if you would call it that even. He's been finishing efficiently from that side tonight. Holzer backing down into a crowd, and there's a whistle. We're going to get a blocking foul on Jacob Ryder, and it is a huge emphasis. You can tell any contact by Holzer that he initiates, Jaguars players are going down and trying to draw the offensive foul on the big man, and they've drawn it twice successfully. Oh for 2 for Holzer at the line, unable to add on to the lead on the Bank North scoreboard, which reads 32-26 in favor of the Squirrels. And Enger with a baseline cut gets them 2 closer. Verkota operating behind the Carter Maggio screen, hands off to Jace Narum. Verkota squares up. Launches the 3, does not go. Here comes Mosier back the other way, guarded by Bachmeyer. Husar with a take to the basket, and that's an offensive foul. Husar had the option to shoot that from beyond the arc or even pull up as close as about 10 feet. But he barrels into Verkota underneath the basket, and it becomes his 3rd personal, not what Bryce Laxdal wanted to see. Holzer drop step, couldn't get the basket to go, and there's a jump ball. Coach Laxdal signaling for a travel underneath as the footwork was not elite on that play. And the official saying that's enough of whatever Coach Laxdal was saying right there. Narum spins into a shot, can't get it to go. Holzer gets hit from behind, and that's a foul. That'll be on Caleb Enger, and that is his 3rd personal. So a lot of 3rd personals already just 2 minutes into this 3rd quarter. Enger, Husar, and Maggio all have 3 fouls now. Not a good night at the line for Holzer, as he splits another pair there. It was 0 for 2 on the last trip. Takeaway, here comes Maggio. Bounce pass Verkota. Backs it out Bachmeyer. Mosier with a good closeout. Enger went for the steal. Holzer rifled a pass to Maggio underneath, and it had too much heat on it. Goes off of Maggio out of bounds. 5-point lead still on the Bank North scoreboard for Central Cass. Good skip pass to the corner, open shot, and it gets hit by Andrew Skank. There's 3 off the bench, and an important 3 that trims the lead to 2. Holzer for the answer. Wide right, offensive rebound, Boer. Laxdal throws his hands up in the air looking for a defensive board. Holzer, a little shoulder shake, lost the handle on it, out of bounds. Mosier sees a double team come. Husar opts not to shoot the 3. And Husar is left-handed. I called it the weak hand earlier, but he does prefer to get to that left hand, his strong side, actually. Fellow southpaw Holzer in the post, and he makes no mistake inside. He adds 2 more for the Squirrels. Skank had no outlet. And he throws it into the backcourt for a turnover. Bachmar with speed, kick out to Boer in the corner. Holzer fakes a 3, takes Munson to the rack and scores. .14 for Holzer on the night. A blow-by from Mosier and the foul. 3-point play opportunity, a nifty take to the offhand side from Landon Mosier. .15 on the night for Mosier, nearly half of the Northern Cast points. Leaves the free throw at the line, though. Holzer fires a pass to the baseline. Runk's pass is knocked away, then he turns it over. Looking to feed Holzer in the post. Active cutting from Mosier, but couldn't shake Dakota. Oh, nice pass inside and a foul. Good look. Coach Laxdal saying, let's do that again, as there was some great action there. Led to a great open look for Keelan Munson. Munson on the scoring board now with his first point of the night. And 2 for 2, but a foul on Mosier as Cole Holzer goes careening into the baseline pads. Free throw counts, and so does the foul on Mosier. That's his second. Timeout called by Matt Norman, and we will step aside and come back with the rest of the third quarter. 2:50 to go. Things are heating up from Central Cass. The Squirrels going into a 2-point lead.
The Northern Cass School District believes that every learner can change the world. That's why they provide a world-class education. Northern Cass will commit to purposely build trust, develop authentic relationships, and engage in innovative practices which will empower learners to be choice-ready. Northern Cass is dedicated and passionate about relationships, teaching and learning, self-reflection, acknowledging greatness, and support of the community. For more information, go online to northerncasschool.org. That's northerncasschool.org.
And that last break in the action brought to you by Tope Insurance. Get in touch with Ryan at Tope Insurance in Castleton for a quote or a review of your policies. Give Tope Insurance a call at 701-347-4045. That's 701-347-4045. Northern Cass starting to mount a run here. They brought it back within 2 after being down by nearly 10 points earlier in the game. Neither team's been able to really run away at any point, but Central Cass has had firm control by about 7-8 points for most of the game. Out of timeout action, Eli Boer with the corner 3, and Matt Norman draws up the perfect play to get his senior Eli Boer his second 3 of the ball game. Brody Runk aggressively guarding Huszar out near the volleyball line, trying to run some clock off, deny a catch. Huszar does get it. He turns to his strong side and still gets the shot to go over Brody Runk. That's just a tough take and a tough make right there by Huszar. Good defense, better offense. Boer, deep 3. He liked the look and he comes up empty. Skank goes ahead to Rachel. Euro step, puts up the shot, and we'll have 2 more attempts at the free throw line. It'll be the 3rd team foul on Central Cass of the quarter. Cash Lorenz checking in early in this second half, getting a little bit more run here. You saw a few minutes in the first, 2 for 2 at the line for Hudson Rachel. A couple of freshmen with Rachel and Cash Lorenz in the game for both sides. That pass from Dakota sails over Carter Cruchet, or Colton Cruchet that is, and draws another timeout. It's a 1-point game as Central Cass answered with a 3 out of the timeout, but Northern Cass runs up 4 more points. It's a 1-point game, and we'll stay right here as this is another Cass County Mutual break in the action. Cass County Mutual provides insurance products to all of southeastern North Dakota. They're a local company providing local service to all policyholders. Visit CassCountyMutual.com to find an agent near you. Differences between this first and second half right here and the comeback being mounted by Northern Cass. They're just a lot cleaner on offense. They're getting more cracks at the basket, less turnovers. And those looks, they're just hitting on a couple more. Andrew Skank, a big 3 off the bench. Keelan Munson finally getting on the board. Hudson Rachel, a couple more free throws that he adds. Shaping up to be a good game here in Castleton tonight, as these teams usually don't disappoint. Preparing to play against each other in postseason play. Munson going up on the Holzer and scores. First basket from the field tonight for Keelan Munson, the junior. And Northern Cass finally takes over the lead here. So they get their first lead of the second half. 3 from Boer in the corner. He was stuck a little bit too far in the corner to get the angle on that one. So another stop for Northern Cass. Here comes Huszar backing down on Cash Lorenz, forces the double. Verkota had to come off of the shooter, and it is Hudson Rachel with his first 3 of the game. He's got 6 points now, and that's a big 6. That's 7 actually, and now a double team comes. They finally get it away. Good pass from Verkota to Lorenz in the corner. Verkota likes the look from 3. That's good. Back and forth we go. Carter Verkota answering with a 3 of his own. Less than a second difference between the shot and game clock here. Coach Laxdal's squad's going to run this clock all the way down. Ten seconds to play, 10 seconds to shoot. Munson got Holzer looking in the wrong spot, and he goes to the basket and puts 2 more up. Verkota from half, and it nearly banked in, but it'll stay 46-43 Northern Cast storms back to take a third quarter lead to the applause of their visiting crowd here. We'll step aside and come back with fourth quarter action and the Jaguars with their first second half lead when we come back.
Even as a kid, I knew I wanted to be part of Polar Communications because they have such a long history of taking care of their employees.
I'm grateful that we get to work with great people every day, and I get to go home at the end of the day knowing that what we did for the day matters.
It's a great place to be part of a team and feel like you're achieving so much more than just answering a phone call. Polar is more than that. Polar is family.
And welcome back to the fourth quarter here on yourliveevent.com as we've got a tight one on hand. Northern Cass, Central Cass, regular season finale, a tune-up for their matchup in the Division A Region 1 tournament. First possession of the quarter. No looks yet for the Jaguars. Now a blocking foul called on Cole Holzer. That'll be his fourth, so a big call here. The Jaguars have not been afraid to attack Holzer tonight or to try and draw charges on him. Huzar gets around Holzer, had to kind of let him by with those 4 fouls. Majo gets the contest at the rim. He picked up 3 fouls in the first half. Dakota, corner 3, no good. That would have tied things. Bachmeyer will reset. Brody Runk gives to Majo. Bachmeyer thinking about the 3, a double comes. Majo's not a huge 3-point threat, so they don't get the shot off there. This ball's tipped into the backcourt. Majo tracks it down. Now Mosier gets the takeaway. Bounce pass underneath. Layup no good from Rachel, and Central Cass dodges a bullet right there. Bachmeyer open for the 3, fires. Too strong. Huzar with the rebound, pushing tempo. Mosier is in attack mode, but he gets doubled as Bachmeyer and Runk come over to double him, and they get the jump ball. Good gap help right there from the Squirrels, and they get the ball back with a jump ball going their way with the possession arrow. Majo cuts in strong, got the chair pulled from underneath him. Back the other way comes Skank, fires a dangerous pass to Munson. Here comes Huzar. Back out to Mosier. Rachel for the 3, that's good. A flat shot, but it just lined right in the net right there. A nice shot from Rachel. And he's had a much better second half than he did first. He has 8 in the second half, 10 total. Baseline out of bounds play for Central Cass coming up. They've had some success drawing up plays, but they're just gonna simply lob this into Holzer. Dakota drives inside. Majo not willing to take the 3. Slides a pass into Holzer though, and he scores underneath. Really good dump off from Majo. Mosier to the rack, he left the layup short. He was attacking Majo, who had those 3 fouls, and Holzer kind of is just having to let some guys go at the rim, not wanting to pick up that 5th foul. Boer, corner three, bang! Eli Boer, the sharpshooter from the corner, has 9 points, all on corner threes tonight. Reachel for the answer. That's good. Hudson Reachel, a cold-blooded three. The freshman puts Northern Cass back up by 4. Holzer, he's going to step into it. Oh, but it rattled out. The threes are flying here in the fourth quarter, coming in bunches. Mosier, he's going to try one. No good. Off the heel. Maggio with the rebound, and things will slow down a little bit now. That pace was getting incredible with all the made threes. Maggio with the catch at the elbow, gets replaced by Holzer. He takes Munson off the dribble, and that's going to lead to another foul. Cash Lorenz and Caleb Enger check back into the game. Enger had some foul trouble early, and he's going to replace Munson, who just picked up his third. 4 minutes to play. Boer off the seal. Bang! Eli Boer, an absolute sniper from the corners. Don't want to leave him open from there. He's got 12 on all threes. Reachel for the answer. No good, and it is a 1-point game on the Bank North scoreboard. This is going to go down to the wire. Holzer gets a man up in the air, and he scores. Central Cass back on top, courtesy of a Cole Holzer lay-in. And another foul. This one's going to go on Boer. The refs have been letting them play a little bit more here in the fourth as compared to the first 3 quarters of this game where fouls were getting racked up in a hurry. That's just the second on Eli Boer. Enger comes out to grab the inbound pass from Skank. Husar going in on Maggio, off the glass, and Maggio can't believe it. Say, what was that kind of shot right there? But Husar's made a couple of those really tough shots off glass tonight. And another one gives us another lead change. Holzer leans inside looking for the roll, and he got it. Telling Enger to get in the weight room right there. Another 2 under the basket for Holzer as he muscles one home. Corner 3, Skank open. Too strong. Enger had a shot at the rebound, but it's pulled down by Carter Verkota. He's got the ball and a 1-point lead. Enger trying to knock away another entry pass from Holzer, and it's another foul. Foul starting to pile up on Enger now. That is his 4th. The sub comes in, but it's not for Enger. They're going to leave him in. They're going to take out Andrew Skank. It's Keelan Munson back in the ballgame. He's got 3 fouls. Verkota open from 3. He sinks it. From the corner, Carter Verkota, a cold-blooded 3. Enger got caught in the air. Crochet with the interception. Just over 2 minutes to play, and it's a 4-point game. Holzer thought about the 3. Inside Verkota, blocked away by Munson. What a rejection. Husar through some traffic, and a timeout called by Bryce Laxdal. Things are heating up here in Castleton. 2 minutes, 2 seconds to play. 58-54 on the Bank North scoreboard. We'll keep it here for the duration of the timeout. At Bank North, they take community to heart, helping their customers achieve their financial goals while supporting and improving the great communities that they serve. They're more than just a bank. Bank North is a community partner that you can always count on. It's values-based banking. To learn more, visit ibanknorth.com. Member FDIC and equal housing lender. Also at Taupe Insurance, timeout here near the end of the game. Get in touch with Ryan at Tope Insurance in Castleton for a quote or review of your policies. Give Tope Insurance a call at 701-347-4045. A nail-biter here, as this second half has been every bit of the price of admission. Back and forth action, multiple lead changes in the second half, including this fourth quarter here. The Stars have come to play. Carter Dakota and Cole Holzer carrying the way for Central Cass, and then Landon Mosier, Trey Husar, Hudson Reachel off the bench. The freshman is still in this game. He's going to be in there to close it out because he has been a vital part of the scoring attack in the second half, hitting a few big threes. Enger to the rack. Oh, but it rolled off. Bryce Laxdal pounding his clipboard into the court. He drew up the perfect play and just did not get the roll, and the three is good on the other end. Eli Bohr makes him pay for it. A huge swing in the game. What could have been just a couple-point lead is up to 7, but the answer here from Reachel, not giving up. The lead is 5. Holzer is just going to slow things down, as Coach Norman was saying. Just wait, we can get a better look. Under 90 seconds to go. Dakota attacking a closeout. Bohr deep in the corner, was nearly out of bounds. High pass for Dakota from Holzer. It's out of bounds, and a turnover will give Northern Cass another crack at it with 72 seconds to work. You don't need to get a three, you just need to get a basket here to make it a one-possession game. You've got some scorers out there. Mosier, Husar, and Reachel are your main guys to work with right here. Not in a huge hurry. Mosier is waving away players, and Bryce Laxdal is going to call another timeout, as that's 18 seconds off the clock right there, and no look for Northern Cass, as you've got to get a look off in a decent amount of time here, but he's going to draw something up for his team. But big second half performances from Moser and Reachel have propelled Northern Cass to the lead that they had, but they gave up some timely threes, or untimely rather, for Jaguars fans. Eli Bohr really came to play. He's got 12 points all on threes in the second half, for 15 total. And then Cole Holzer has been having his way down the post. He has 20 in the game tonight. And then Carter Dakota, 17. So 37 combined between Holzer and Dakota, and then 15 more from Eli Bohr. Only 9 points for Central Cass, not accounted for by Holzer, Bohr, or Dakota. 5-point lead and a foul right there on Cruchet. So a foul to give in that situation. They still have one more to give. No free throws for Northern Cass off of that, so they can afford to play a little bit more aggressively. Mosier gets a look off from the corner. Oh, he buried it. A huge three, and that means they don't have to foul on this possession. Beautifully done by Landon Mosier. It's a 2-point ball game. This makes this the biggest possession of the ball game for either side. Northern Cass digging in defensively. Central Cass needs a basket to put it up to a two-possession game. They're just playing catch around the perimeter, killing some clock. Timeout called by Matt Norman with 10 seconds on the shot clock, 22 to go in the game. And he's going to draw up an action right here that he thinks can get another open look and extend this to a two-possession game. So that's really what Central Cass wanted to accomplish in the first 20 or so seconds of this possession. They just wanted to run off some clock, get composed right here, knowing they're going to call timeout and get situated. They're going to get off what they think is a good play for them. Eli Boer has been the guy they're drawing up plays for in the left corner. So we'll see if there's maybe some pin down screen type of action that'll seal off a look for Boer in the corner. But the Jaguars have to be looking to cut that off right there, as they've seen that play a few times. But Matt Norman has had some good looks out of timeouts, very skilled at finding the open shot. Drawing it up on that clipboard as he's got his starting 5 around him right now. Jaguars are 10 seconds away from a stop and a chance at a tie-in or go-ahead look in the final possession. Bachmeier is the first touch after the inbound. They get it to Boer. 3 to shoot. Verkota's got to hurry. Step back shot, no good. Tapped out of bounds by Holzer. And with 9.9 seconds, Bryce Laxdal is going to call timeout and try to draw up the tying or winning shot here. This is why you watch basketball right here. This is going to be a final possession showdown. And these two teams are going to treat us to postseason basketball not too long from now. So if this is a sneak peek of what's to come, I am so going to watch that game. 9.9 seconds to go. Mosier has been the best shot creator for the Jaguars. Huser is more effective around the basket, doesn't really shoot many jump shots. Reachel has been the other option. I think it's going to be Mosier or Reachel that gets the final shot here. Reachel just a freshman, but he's had a hot hand in the second half. 15 points total, 13 of them in the second half. And then Landon Mosier had 13 in the first half, but it's just been a solid all-around performance from him tonight, helping will his team back into contention in this game. Jags will have to go the length of the floor. They get into Mosier, and they foul him. CentralCast had a foul to give. So 8.4 seconds to work with, just a 1.5 second tick off the clock. Caleb Enger is going to check back into the game for defensive purposes, provide a little bit more length as it's going to be Jacob Ryder coming to the bench. And there was a foot on the backcourt right there, and now a push getting called, so it's going to be Trey Huser getting 2 shots. CentralCast fans wanted over and back call right there, but Huser is at the line for the 2 biggest free throws that he's probably ever shot. 1 for 1 so far, but he needs to hit the second. And he does. Big time hit at the line. Trey Huser has things tied up. Still 2 timeouts left for CentralCast. Coach Laxdal getting his team positioned. CentralCast choosing not to call a timeout. Bachmeier across the half-court line. And a timeout called with 1.2 seconds. So the goal right there, Coach Norman saying he did not want to use that first timeout. They were going to just let the squad get the ball across half court and then call the timeout. And I think they're lobbying for a little bit extra time getting put on this clock here, because it was immediately that they got it across half court that Coach Norman was calling for a timeout. He uses a full timeout, and he's still got one stoppage left in his pocket if he doesn't like the look before they inbound it. You need about a half second to be able to catch and shoot. It's between 0.3 and 0.5 seconds that you need to get a catch and shoot look off before a buzzer, and they've got 1.9 seconds to go. So you maybe have time for one dribble and a hoist or a look at the rim, but we'll see what they go with here. They've got Cash Lorenz, the freshman, in the ball game right now. It's Bachmeyer, Lorenz, Holzer, Boer, and Verkota. Lob to Holzer at the rim, and he gets met by the shot clock as they double him underneath, and we get free extra basketball here tonight from Castleton. 61 apiece in the regular season finale. We're going to overtime. We'll step aside and come back with the extra period on yourliveevent.com after this.
Local radio is now worldwide with 24-hour streaming. Download the RJ Radio app to hear local voices from local radio with KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ 24 hours a day from anywhere. You can listen to your favorite programs like the RJ Family Morning Show, local news, farm markets, music, high school sports, church services, more from anywhere. KRJB, KRJM, and 96.7 KKCQ is streaming on the RJ Radio app. Download it to your device and take us with you wherever you go.
After overtime concludes, we'll come back with our Tommy's Express Car Wash postgame show. Love your ride at Tommy's Express Car Wash. Sign up for the Tommy Club through the app today, and new members get their first 30 days for free. Tommy's Express Car Wash with 2 locations in Fargo and 2 in Moorhead. They have the tools and the expertise to keep your car clean inside and out. We've got 4 minutes of extra basketball here for you tonight, and who knows, it might take another period after this one to decide things at this rate. It has been a nail-biting contest between these two teams. Central Cass led by 8 or 9 points at the most in the first half, but never were able to run away with it. Strong third quarter from the Jaguars saw them in the lead after the third quarter concluded. But we are all knotted at 61. Foul trouble could be a factor in this extra period. A few different players playing on 4 fouls. Mosier rises up, can't hit, and Boer gets the rebound. Verkota will slow things down in transition. Swing to Holzer. Bachmeyer attacks, throws it up off the glass, and it basically worked like a lob to Holzer. Offensive rebound and put back for the 6'7" senior. Enger backing down, fires to the corner. Skank puts up the floater and gets it to go. Back-to-back buckets, knotted at 63 through the first minute of overtime. Holzer, the step through and the lay-in. Good footwork from the big man. Mosier working on Bachmeyer, and he gets the blow-by and the lay-in. Big-time answer from a big-time player. Maggio rolling off of the screen, and he lays it in. First basket of the game for Maggio, but it couldn't come at a better time, untying this game with 2 minutes to play. Enger drives. He goes baseline, goes to the corner for Skank, goes behind the back. Mosier dancing with Verkota, has under 10 seconds to shoot. Looking for somewhere to go with it. He's gonna have to put up a wild shot here. Deep three, and it has no rim on the way up, and that's gonna be a shot clock violation. Hudson Reachel subs back in for the Jaguars for the final 90 seconds. Holzer lost the handle on it, and he traveled. Untimely turnover there with a chance to extend the lead to a 2-possession ball game in a game that doesn't have many possessions left. Maggio forces Mosier wide, and now Reachel goes up. He got it swatted from behind by Holzer. Big time block right there, 1 minute to play. Elbow catch for Maggio. Zone defense being played by Northern Cass. Clock running off for Dakota. Open look from 3. He got it! Carter Dakota with what could be the dagger, a 5-point game. Jaguars have to go. And a foul on the floor. It'll be 2 shots for Skenk at the line. Boer picks up the personal. The foul is on the floor, but it's not going to matter because it's bonus for the Jaguars. Skenk needs to hit both of these free throws to get it to a 1-possession game. That's a big miss right there. It's going to take an extra possession now for the Jaguars to try and come back. Central Cass starting to breathe a little bit easier. Second one good. A breakaway, and now Maggio leaks out, and it's a 6-point game. Mosier puts up the 3. They need it. Off the heel, too strong, knocked away. Reachel, he goes up and he gets a lay-in, but they needed a 3 right there. It's a 4-point game. 8 seconds to go now, down 4. Central Cass trying to hang on in what has been a fantastic game. Absolute classic here between these two squads that hadn't seen each other throughout the regular season. They meet each other for the first time this year in the regular season finale, already knowing that they were going to be playing each other in the next round of the postseason. So this is going to be a heck of a postseason matchup right here between these two squads. Both playing physical and just star power all around from Landon Mosier, Carter Dakota, Cole Holzer, Trey Husar, Hudson Reachel. Just fantastic basketball products from both of these schools right here. Got to be proud of the performance that they've put on tonight. But it is the Central Cass Squirrels that are on top by 2 possessions and have the ball with 8 seconds to go. Jaguars are going to need to go for a turnover here because, unfortunately for them, they're not far enough into the bonus where they can just foul to get them to the penalty and shooting free throws. They need a turnover on this play right here. Bounce pass into Dakota, and a foul committed in less than a second. Mosier commits the foul. That's his 3rd. Everyone is just assigned to a man right here. Holzer, again, gets in Dakota, another foul. 0.8 off the clock. Devin Wolf is going to come into the game for fouling purposes as Landon Mosier can't pick up another foul, and they can't afford to have him foul guarding Dakota again. Another foul. 5.1 on the clock. Munson commits the foul. That's his 4th, but it will get bonus free throws up now. No timeouts left for the Jaguars. So they're going to have to just throw this ball deep up the floor. Bachmeyer knocks down the first shot. Mosier gets back in. 2-for-2 trip for Bachmeyer. 6-point game. Mosier will just take the 2, and that'll do it. An absolute classic of a game that goes down to overtime. And Central Cass on their home floor on senior night comes away with the victory. A huge win for the Squirrels as they look to build momentum, getting into the postseason. We'll step aside and come back with our Tommy's Express Car Wash postgame show when we return.
I'm Tylee Johnson. I'm confident in the arena. And when it's time for college, I'm confident Bank of North Dakota will help me make good student loan decisions. Visit bnd.nd.gov/confident.
I'm Lily Bell. I'm confident on the court, and when it's time for college, I'm confident Bank of North Dakota will help me make good student loan decisions. Visit bnd.nd.gov/confident.
At Cass County Mutual Insurance Company, they provide services to homeowners, farm owners, tenants, seasonal dwellings, mobile homes, and farm and personal liability. Cass County Mutual Insurance provides local service to all policyholders and is working with clients in 19 counties in the southeast portion of North Dakota. For more information about Cass County Mutual Insurance Company or to find an agent closest to you, go online to CassCountyMutualInsuranceCompany.com and use their agent locator. At Castleton Lumber, they want to be part of every stage of your building project from the ground up. Let them assist with planning your project timeline in a way that's affordable and efficient. Castleton Lumber has everything you need to get the look you love with windows, siding, roofing, and doors. From choosing the right materials to the finishing touches, you can count on the folks at Castleton Lumber. Stop in and talk with the crew today or call 347-4471. That's 347-4471.
Central Cass Schools' mission is to foster student excellence in cooperation with family and community and to provide educational opportunities in a safe and caring environment. Thank you to everyone who has helped make this mission a reality. The STEM Center, Theater, Music Wing, Early Childhood Center, Wellness Center, and Athletic Complex will help set students up for success in school and life after graduation. They wish everyone at Central Cass good luck this year with academics and activities as you grow into the new space and move forward with excellence.
Hey growers, when working on your water management solutions, call Chad's Excavating out of Mayville. They are your water management contractor, helping you with tile drainage plans, service drainage plans, or both. Remember, water management is a lifetime investment. Call Chad 701-430-0182 to get your water problem solved. For more information, follow Chad's Excavating on Facebook. For tile drainage and service plans, call 701-430-0182. Chad's Excavating out of Mayville, helping farmers grow.
Welcome back to the Tommy's Express Car Wash postgame show here on yourliveevent.com. Josh Boyka with you here on the call tonight, and an absolute classic from Castleton between these two squads that match up well together, and we'll get to see them in postseason play. And if it's anything as good as this, we are in for a special treat. Love your ride at Tommy's Express Car Wash. Sign up for the Tommy Club through the app today, and new members get their first 30 days absolutely free. Tommy's Express Car Wash, with 2 locations in Fargo and 2 in Moorhead. They have the tools and the expertise to keep your car clean inside and out. Let's get a look at the scoring recap now. First, for the Northern Cass Jaguars, totaled up 70 points tonight, and they were led by the senior guard, Landon Mosier, had 13 in the first half, finishes with 22 points tonight in the losing effort, but just an absolute fantastic performance from Mosier here tonight. Lots of clutch baskets at very clutch times. And then Hudson Reachel, what a performance from him off the bench it was today. 15 points for the freshman, doing his damage, 13 of his 15 coming in the second half. Just some really timely threes. He knocked down 3 3-point shots in the second half. Big time performance from a big-time young player, the freshman Hudson Reachel. And then Trey Husar, 14 points from him. 12 points from 2-point range and a couple free throws that sent this game to overtime. Just the most clutch free throws that you could really come up with. So big time effort from Huser as well. And then leading the way for Central Cast, Cole Holzer with 24 points, just was unguardable in the post tonight. Didn't have many answers for him. And then Carter Verkota probably had the most timely shots of anyone tonight. He had 4 3-point makes and 4 2-point makes as well for his 20 points. Was the second highest scorer on the Squirrels squad tonight. Then 15 all on 3-point shots from Eli Boer. 5 from Bachmeyer, 5 from Runk, 2 from Maggio, and 1 from Colton Cruchet. So there's your scoring breakdown, and we'll come back with our RDK Enterprises Precision Play of the Game and our Enbridge Energy Player of the Game, and hopefully get some interviews for you when we return on the Tommy's Express Car Wash post-game show.
My co-workers here at Degelman are super supportive. We all get along. Makes for a really easy work day, easy work week.
From day one, I felt like it's been a big family here at Degelman.
Our culture at Degelman is really second to none. It's truly a family atmosphere.
It feels really great to be a part of a team that is building some of the toughest equipment in the farm industry.
Welcome to the Empire. We have open gym times and 2 full courts with 6 basketball hoops. Court rentals are available. You can even host your own tournaments. Memberships are available. The Emperor's Club. Hone your skills and improve your game. Basketball and volleyball training classes are available now. The Empire, Fargo's newest sports complex.
Welcome back to the Tommy's Express Car Wash post-game show, and let's get to some of our awards that we're giving out here tonight. First, our Enbridge Energy game. That will go to Carter Verkota, or sorry, Cole Holzer, as he dropped 24 points tonight, as he was really just unguardable on the post tonight. Some energizing plays. The Enbridge Energy Player of the Game fits well for Cole Holzer tonight and his 24 points. And our RDK Enterprises Precision Play of the Game, that will go to Carter Verkota and his timely 3 that he knocked down in overtime to really seal the deal, make it a 5-point game, and there was no coming back for Northern Cass after that. So Cole Holzer and his energizing blocks that he had tonight, and baskets on the inside, and his dominance for our player of the game, presented to you by Enbridge. Life takes energy. Energy for life. Visit enbridge.com for career opportunities. And our RDK Enterprises Precision Play of the Game going to Carter Verkota's big-time corner 3 that sealed the deal. RDK Enterprises has locations in Hillsborough and Drayton. For precision planting updates, information, and questions, contact RDK Enterprises in Hillsborough and Drayton at 701-636-2119 or visit planterdoc.com. RDK is here to help you. I'll work on tracking down some interviews and hearing from some players post-game on our Tommy's Express Car Wash post-game show here on yourliveevent.com. We'll be right back.
At Enbridge, we believe sustainability is the foundation of our success. How well we perform as a steward of our environment, a safe operator of essential energy infrastructure, a good neighbor, and a diverse employer defines our success. Learn more about Enbridge's environmental, social, and governance commitments and our Indigenous Reconciliation Plan at enbridge.com.
For a top-notch car wash experience, head to Fast Lane Car Wash, situated next to the Petro Stopping Center in Fargo. They treat every vehicle with the same respect and care as their own, ensuring that your car is in good hands from pre-wash preparation to hand-dry finish. Check out the Fast Lane Car Wash on the west side of the Petro Stopping Center in Fargo and spruce up your ride with interior detailing, buff, and wax at the Fast Lane with Thomas, weekdays from 9 to 2. Call 701-799-8226 to schedule an appointment.
Honesty, loyalty, integrity. At Bank North, we've remained true to these values for generations. They shape the way we do business, work with customers, and support our communities. We've been here for more than a century, helping people grow farms and businesses, finance homes, and pursue their dreams. It's values-based banking, and it's all about working together to strengthen the common threads that bind us together. Bank North, always true.
A foundation forged in their grandfather's shop. Matt and Mike Martins know firsthand the value of quality machinery. At Martins Welding and Machine, they rely on 3 generations of knowledge and expertise in creating quality products for farmers, ranchers, residents, and businesses across North Dakota and beyond. To browse their full selection of bin caps, bale feeders, rock lifts, disc attachments, and more, visit martinswelding.com. Also ask about their garage doors. Martins Welding and Machine. Matt and Mike will make it right.
The team at Maple River Grain and Agronomy wishes the best of luck to the players in today's game. Maple River Grain and Agronomy is proudly serving producers, accessing markets, and building relationships in eastern North Dakota and western Minnesota. They offer a variety of grain marketing and agronomy solutions. See the latest updates by following MRGA on social media. They're active on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, LinkedIn, and YouTube. Check out the website at mrga.com to learn more about Maple River Grain and Agronomy and how they can serve you and your operation.
A game without a crowd is just a scrimmage. A performance without an audience is just a rehearsal. Without your presence, high school sports and the performing arts aren't possible. Ensure that these essential extracurricular activities continue to enrich the lives of students in North Dakota. Purchase a ticket to your local high school's game or performance.
This message presented by the NDHSAA and the North Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Tommy's Express Car Wash post-game show, joined by Cole Holzer, dropping a game-high 24 points. And Cole, what was working out there for you tonight? All game long, you seemed pretty dominant in the post.
Yeah, for sure. We had to make a little adjustment right away. I had a couple offensive fouls that they called, and I had to make the adjustment to that. And ended up, coach letting me know to get down low and starting down there, and it ended up going really well. Made a couple passes. A lot of teammates found me, good open looks.
Did it seem like Northern Cass was putting together a strategy to try and draw some of those extra offensive fouls tonight?
Yeah, they did a really good job of that. I was making my moves and they were getting my way, so they did a good job of that. And a lot of teams have done that to me this season, so I've learned to adjust to that a little bit. I played quite a bit of the game, ended up being 3 or 4 fouls, so, but yeah. Yeah,
definitely. With 4 fouls there, contesting shots still in fourth quarter and overtime and crunch time, how difficult was it to stay in this game but still defend at a high level?
Yeah, it's really tough. I just got to make sure I stay on my feet, not slide or jump or anything, just be smart. There's a couple of times I had to let a guy get one just in case I wasn't in good enough position, but you got to sacrifice that sometimes.
Yeah, for sure. And talk about Carter Dakota's performance here tonight. Just some huge shots that he hit to answer some timely shots that Northern Cass had.
Yeah, for sure. I think they went down, hit a 3 or 2, went up big, and then he came down and hit another one. And I think he hit a couple in that corner over there, and that was huge for us in overtime and really gave us a spark to get us back in there.
Yeah, and that one that you mentioned over in the corner there, that was our Enbridge Energy play of the game. So just massive shots from Carter Dakota down the stretch tonight. And what was the message in some of these timeouts that Coach Norman had for you down the stretch?
Yeah, it was just be really smart on defense. Try to keep your guy in front of you. because that gave him a couple good looks. We lost a couple shooters a few times that gave him good looks and everything, and that kind of made us mess up a little bit on defense. But be smart there, and then on offense, try to get the best look we can. Don't want to force anything, just be smart as we can.
And so regular season finale for you guys here tonight, senior night on your home floor. How big is this win against an opponent that you're probably going to see in the tournament coming up?
Yeah, it was big for us. Good to get a look at them because we only play them once this season, but good to get a look at them right before the tournament, and I think we should be a little bit more prepared coming in the next game. They got a few good players that did well tonight, and we're going to be prepared for them next time.
Well, thank you for joining me here, and good game tonight. It was really fun to watch.
Thank you.
And on the road, Petro Stopping Center in Fargo has got your back with an impressive lineup of goodies, including Popeye's Chicken, Charlie's Cheesesteaks, Cinnabon, Papa John's, and a mouth-watering full-sized restaurant, the Dolly Down Grill. You'll be spoiled for choice. Whether you're a quick pit stopper or looking to settle in for a while, Petro Stopping Center's Fargo location has got you covered 24/7 every day of the week. Cruise on over to their spot just off 45th Street and I-94 and indulge in a feast fit for the road warrior in you.
For trusted news, weather, and sports from your community, look to R&J Broadcasting Incorporated, KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio, and rjbroadcasting.com. Hear local voices from local radio with news and information from the area. Your information stations, KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio, and rjbroadcasting.com. Local voices from local radio.
Back to the final segment on our on our Tommy's Express Car Wash postgame show. As we wrap things up here, as just heard from the leading scorer in tonight's contest, Cole Holzer, heading off to Concordia to play basketball in the MIAC Conference for the Cobbers next season. So congrats to him on that announcement, and congrats to Central Cass on the all-time classic game right here between these two teams. Just one of the better matchups that you'll see in North Dakota basketball between the Jags and the Squirrels. They go down to it every time, down to the wire, and just some really fun players out there to watch. Really talented players that can get off their shot from anywhere, and that's exactly what we saw tonight. Landon Mosier, Trey Huser, Hudson Reachel, Carter Dakota, Cole Holzer, Eli Boer, just all having fantastic games here tonight to keep their squad in the game till the very end. And Carter Dakota's timely three becomes the biggest shot of the night and keeps Central Cass on top for good. And that'll do it here from Central Cass here tonight. Big thank you to our sponsors from tonight's broadcast, as you saw them all throughout with the live reads and video ads. If you see any of our sponsors out and about, give them a thank you, because we couldn't put on our broadcast without them each and every night. So big thank you to our sponsors here at yourliveevent.com, which is powered by R&J Broadcasting and Hallstatt Telephone Company. Thank you for joining us here on Your Live Event tonight, and hope you enjoyed our broadcast here. 74-70, the Central Cass Squirrels come out victorious on senior night on their home floor in the regular season finale against Northern Cass, who they will see in the tournament upcoming in the next round. Thank you for joining, everyone, and have a good night. Josh Boyko with you on the call, signing off.